Greetings and welcome to the S.E.P program information session. If you haven't seen our previous videos, I am Dr. Paula Borden and I serve as the program director for S.E.P. We've put together several videos, one that provides like an overview of S.E.P and the program benefits and what you would gain from your experience. We've also created a video where we literally walk you through the application process. And the purpose of this video will be to answer frequently asked questions that we receive from students, as well as to provide tips and recommendations with regard to the application process. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm literally going to read through some questions that we typically get and provide an answer. And one thing I'd like to say too is that if there are questions that you have post this video, please do not hesitate to contact our office via email or by calling, or if you're local, please feel free to stop by our office as well. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So with regard to FAQs, the first question is, what if I miss the deadline? Should I bother applying to the program? And the answer is, if you miss the deadline, then unfortunately you cannot apply. So we require a completed application by March 13th at midnight. If you do not submit your materials in by that time frame, then unfortunately we will not be able to review your materials for the cohort of 2023. So just like it's important to submit your homework on time, it's also really important that you meet deadlines for summer enrichment experiences, internships, and the like. All right, second question. Can I submit my essays before completing my application? So no in terms of submitting it, but absolutely you can go ahead and start working on your essays prior to submitting your application. If you visit our S.E.P website, then you will see the essay questions. Those prompts are on that page. We encourage you to go ahead and copy and paste them into Word. Make sure that you are putting the time that's required in order to write a very thoughtful response. I also encourage folks to have other individuals to review your essay prompts, to help to edit them, and to make sure that you're really putting in the time so that from an admissions perspective, we are able to really glean information in terms of who you are, your passion for wanting to pursue a career in medicine and dentistry, what you hope to gain from your experience in S.E.P, and also how you can contribute to your participation in the program. But bottom line is make sure that you're putting in the time that's really required to submit a very thoughtful essay statement. Question number 3, what if my application is incomplete? So if your application is incomplete, then it will not move forward to the admissions process. It is so very important that you dot your I's and you cross your T's with regards to the various components to the application. Make sure that you complete the online portal in its entirety. Make sure you submit all of your supplemental materials complete in their entirety and on time. So we will not review any applications that are incomplete. May I pay my fee in cash? So there's a $25 application fee. We do not accept cash, and unfortunately right now we're not able to receive payment online. So the best way for you to securely provide the payment to our office is by securing a money order, and you can do that at your local bank, at your local post office. As a matter of fact, in one of our videos, the one where we walk through the application process itself, we talk about the money order and the different locations in which you can secure one. But no, you cannot pay by cash. How will we know if our materials were received? You can always contact our office by phone or by email, or if you're local to the UNC Chapel Hill campus, if you're a UNC student or NCCU student, Duke student, or nearby, generally speaking, you're more than welcome to come to our office as well, and we can talk to you about your application. But again, we're just an email away or a phone call away as well to answer any questions regarding anything that you might be missing. Generally speaking, we do send an email confirmation when your application is complete. So keep that in mind, but we always encourage people to just touch base by phone or email as well, or in person. When will we know whether we got accepted into the S.E.P program? So we receive hundreds of applications every year. What we try to do is, upon receipt of the application, to review it, and there are a number of eyes that take a look and provide feedback in terms of who we're going to accept, waitlist, or unfortunately decline not to participate in the program. But generally speaking, we ask for about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. And those are business days in terms of receiving confirmation regarding your status in the program. May I participate even if my final exams are not yet over? So no. So it's really important that when S.E.P begins that you can be fully immersed in the S.E.P experience. And I say that because it's a rigorous program. I mean, our jobs are to challenge you to grow academically, to expose you as much as we can to medicine and dentistry, to make sure you're meeting individuals and networking and doing hands-on activities. And that's not including, you know, your study time for your science courses or studying for the MCAT or the DAT. So in other words, it takes up a significant amount of your time. So you are not allowed to, you cannot participate in any summer school courses, and you must also have completed all of your final exams prior to participating in the program as well. So those are some of our frequently asked questions. I'm also going to look at tips or recommendations. You know, I talked about the importance of you making sure that your application is complete, you know, in its entirety. For your essay prompts, making sure that you're taking the time to, you know, start writing those during the day where you're fresh and you have time to really think about writing a thoughtful narrative, and a narrative that tells us a story about who you are and your passion for pursuing a career in medicine or dentistry. So those are some of the nuts and bolts. Again, as always, if you have questions about the program that is not addressed in these videos, please do not hesitate to contact our office. We are here as a resource for you. Thank you so much for your interest in the S.E.P program, and we wish you nothing short of the very best in your application process. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.